Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video, and you joined me dark and early this morning. I have been cracking on, so this is the full day of everything we're doing now. 5:30 alarm, always, no snoozing. Stop snoozing that alarm if you are snoozing that alarm. You joined me at the 7 a.m. coffee, so what I do, we get in here, electrolytes I've already got down. Crack on straight away with work then, with the boys. Make sure everybody is all set. Wednesday boys today. And then we go for, fellas. The Christmas mug is back. Here we go. We go for the 7 a.m. coffee. Oh yes, glorious. So, hour and a half work block, 5 minutes to drink that. And then we dive straight back in. So one thing I never miss with is my own check, and the only thing now is we have to obviously wait until it's light outside, because I always just get my check-ins in the same spot year round. I'm just looking for a hat, boys, by the way, because the other problem with being outside is it's absolutely fucking freezing, but just the natural light is fire in it. Where have I put my hats, boys? Got this one, but this one's not that warm. So yeah, I make sure year round I still get my check-ins, because I can't be expecting anybody to be filling in check-ins year round if I'm not doing it myself. So we'll get out. Oh mate, cars are frozen. Looks very cold, but we'll get them. Let's go. So what we do now, boys, is just get straight back into work. So on a Wednesday, I will always take my check-ins at like 8. So I'll work straight the way through to that. And then I'll always work right the way through until 9 when it is meal one time. So it's literally, as you've seen there, with Max, making sure the boys are all sorted. Game plan set for the week, going through anything we're struggling with. Everything. Cover as much as possible within a check-in in terms of, right, let's look at the week previous. Let's look at the week ahead. What's the goal? Where do we need to be this week? Bang, crystal clear. Let's go. So that is what we are locked in with right now. And that looks the same every single morning. But that is, that's just how we like it. So this is where we're at, boys. Holding them 81s. 81s? What am I on about? 78s this week. Mum's messaging me. So I'm actually pretty happy with those this morning. We said we wanted to hold 78s, lock that in, and then drive that forward. So what I will do is I have actually sent my check-in over to Ben. We'll see what the game plan is. And I will let you know for this week whether we want to sharpen them up a little bit more or whether we just want to hold that and drive on. We shall see. But either way, 9, it's actually 20 past 9. I've run a little bit over. I've done a bit more, pushed meal one back a little bit because it is a non-train day today. So I've not got to be as precise in the morning really, because I'm not going to the gym. But either way, we are all good. Let's get down. Let's get meal one. So even though meals stay the same, boys, this is the perfect example of why I still log it and we still get all the boys to log it. So usually this morning I've got 120 sourdough. Now they didn't have the Aldi one, so I've got Jason's sourdough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan that. The only problem with that, see, it only comes up with one slice. It's so annoying. So what I'll do, right, I'm going to look what 100 grams is there. So 100 gram is 130 calories. Sorry, 100 grams is 230 calories, and this one, sorry, this is 230 calories, 100 grams. Aldi is 231. So we can literally have same amount there. Absolutely fine. That is why always double check. It might be massively different, might be about the same. That's fine. So 120 gram of that. And that is very, very nice as well. I just don't always go to the shops that have it, so that's why I roll with the Aldi ones. So boys, the digestion fix has been on and I'm a lot better. So I've got omega-3 and vitamin D as normal, and then I've got a probiotic now with this 15ml apple cider vinegar, which you have to put some water with as well, otherwise it literally like burn your mouth off. Ugh. So it's minging. But that probiotic and digestive enzymes, which I take a bit later, they have definitely helped with digestion. So whether that has made a difference or not, I don't actually know, because I've had other things in there as well. But all three of them are working, so they're staying in. There we have it, boys. Meal 1. 120 sourdough, 3 eggs, 100 tomato, a little bit of reduced sugar ketchup, 30 gram of whey form. Meal 1. So what I do now, they're just in the microwave, is prepare the oats. I'm actually out of whey. I had to have an emergency order 2 days ago, so that should get here anytime from 11. It's just before 10 now, so I'm gonna make the oats. Hopefully I'll be able to hold off long enough, because I've just got rid of the cookie dough. Sad day. So hopefully that will come in time. If not, God knows what I'm gonna do. I'll have to think fast, but we'll prepare as if we've got the whey that's gonna arrive. And then we're straight back up, right back to work. So that is check-ins done, and a little bit of a longer one on a Wednesday, just because I don't train, so I can fill that morning up a little bit more. And I'm always fried once I've done that. So now what we've got is just some changes to food, some things that have come through in the morning that we just need to tweak and we need to swap. So for example, just moved Ethan's food up there. He is moving very well. Like when we look at it and we're like, right, things are stalling. We don't check in till Friday. We don't want to waste 2 days there. Let's get that food up and let's get making some changes. So you've got to be on it. You know, if you are speaking to a coach once a week, right, and you're messaging him and he's not replying until he sends you that check-in, like, you've got to fucking... I never speak bad about other coaches and those things there, but if you're not getting genuinely coached, like if you're just receiving a check-in and that's it, like if you ask each question, you don't get a response, you know, if that, you know, there's an update needed and it doesn't happen, don't waste your time there with that. There are some weeks where you need to make changes during the week. There's some weeks where absolutely you won't. Like there is plenty of times where I will say to one of our boys, right, we don't need any changes there. You're absolutely fine. You're all good. We're on it. Let's roll. Let's drive it through. So we'll get them boxed off, and then that will be a productive morning done. So obviously, if you can't tell already, boys, the morning consists of me going downstairs for 10 minutes and literally sitting here. It is coming up to 11:30. We started at 5:30, so it's a very productive morning, and the team are flying. Boom, 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 boom. That is a big old morning of work done. And if you do want to join the squad right now, we have Black Friday Live, right? So if you sign up for January now, that means we're ready to roll in January. We get a chat now, we get your plan now, and we get you rolling now, right? That is live. So if you are interested in that, you want to jump on a call, discuss that, find out exactly how it works, go through your goals, go through the game plan, there is never a better time to start. First link in the description, hit that, go for your goals. Let's get you flying. Alpha Mobile is sounding rusty, boys. I think it's when it's cold and it takes a bit to warm up. But we've got 20. I've got 5 lots of 20 in across the week at the minute. So on the rest day, I always just come straight down, get out of the office, get the 20 done. I'll always do that before meal too. So 20 mins, keep heart rate at 130. Let's box it. Right, cardio's done. The whey isn't here yet. So what I'm going to do is Lucy's going to clutch me. She's got a bit of cereal milk here. So what I'll do is nick 30 gram and I'll put the paste on there, which has been in the freezer. Hang it in the freezer for 5 whilst I let heart rate just come down, put the bike away, and then we'll get in. There we have it, squad. Meal 2, 100 oats, 30 whey, 50 blueberry, a little bit of cinnamon in there, 25 gram dark choc. Fats are higher on the non-training day, so let's dig in to that bad boy. Glorious. So before we get back up, we're going to get out and get some steps box, because otherwise I shall not see sunlight, and that is not good, is it? I feel like I've got food all around my mouth, boys. If I have, I apologise. That was very nice. That's gone. Let's get out. Right, we're back, and we're back in for another work block. Just got, how many steps are we on, boys? We're on, only 4,000, mate. 4,000 steps boxed. And I've gone for the big one as well. Oh, fuck it. I'll treat myself. Doesn't crack. It's not great. It's nice though. So, back in for a work block. And a work block. And I wanted to touch on what I do from a productivity standpoint. So I've got like 3 tasks I just need to get my head down and do now. What I do, I always just put a podcast on, right? If I put a podcast on and I just put it there, turn it on, that for me, like, so I like listening to stuff that's just like background noise, because then I won't be on my phone, like doing stuff, because I'm obviously, if I'm back to messages, stuff like that, I'll do that. But I mean, just wasting time on the phone. If I just leave that and crack on here now, I'm 10 times more productive. So if you struggle with that, that's my top tip, because that will help you a lot. So it's now 3:30. I need to hurry up because we have got a call at 3:45. So we've got 15 minutes. We've got the oats, we've got the whey, just 20 gram, 70 gram oats as well, a little bit less because we've got less food to play with today. But I need to remain calm and eat, but hurry up a little bit. But I need to still eat relatively slow for digestion purposes, boys. But meal 3, going down, right back up to work, jam-packed. That's all good though. So, big call, taking action. One of the Black Friday spaces gone, fellas. So that is no BS. That is nothing, oh, this offer, that offer. It is just literally, if you take action, you're going to save yourself a little bit of money. You can get cracking there. That is what we do. We will never discount the coaching, because if you go on my IG, boys, you see the results there. They speak for themselves, right? But very good call, very enjoyable one. And we're ready to roll. So we're going to get that rolling now. Going to get that live. Again, if you want yours, first link in the description. Hit it. Let's get it. Right, squad. So in case you haven't realised, it's a whole lot of sitting at the desk on the standard day. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire the link over now. It's 5 o'clock. So already, boys, that's a long old day. You know, that is 12 hours nearly coming up to when we first sat down here. So there's a lot to do. And that is absolutely fine. And I wanted to give you a look at a realistic rest day when we're coaching, when we're trying to grow the Coach Coliseum to be literally the best natural coaching company in the world. You boys know that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. That's the standards that we're trying to work at. So it's very much full on, but that is what we like to do. So I have got no worries about that at all. So I'm going to fire over Michael a link. Basically what we're doing now with Michael, I'll show you quickly where he's at. He's in a position now where we're so close to having fat loss wrapped up and being able to grow. We just need to make sure it's crystal clear. And, you know, when we look at when he started, like we look at these ones there, and then you look to where he is now, like it's ridiculously good, right? So he's made ridiculously good changes. It's now just about us finishing the job and being smart with it. So we're going to jump on, pull this up together, go through it, make sure he's bang on. Right, boys, it is meal 4 time, which is the beef meal. Now, one thing I do is we have the apple cider vinegar ×2, because this now is where digestion was taking a turn for the worst, and it isn't anymore. So I have, again, 15 ml of that. Bang some water in there, so I just have it like a glass like that. Another digestive enzyme. So that has been working an absolute treat, so it will stay in. And that does not get any nicer either. Ugh. But it's 5:30. Majority of work today is in the bag. And then Wednesday night means food shop night for me and Lucy. And I don't know if I've shown you boys yet, but look what's up, mate. Lucy's trying to tell me that she doesn't like this, bruv. Come on, boys. She's moaning at me because she wanted a tree here. Comment below, Team Lantern, if you are Team Lantern. Look at this. And then, if you want to get real funky, one sec. Look at that, mate. Singing at me. Team London, mate. Team London. And, better late than never, the perform is here. The emergency box. I will show you what flavour I've got, but I want to eat first. Right boys, got back, put shopping away, made the last meal, ate the last meal. 5 minutes in Liverpool, 1 down again. I swear to God boys, I can't be doing it. So this is where I will chill and watch the Reds, but that's not really doing me any good, is it? Right now, not at all. I'll always make sure work's wrapped up, everyone's sorted when the Reds are on, so I can sit and watch. We're going for, as it is later, the 0 sugar, 0 caffeine Coke. So if you do have a can, something later, make sure it's one of them bad boys. No caffeine. Yes, Lou. Right, brother. All round, mate. Very good. I just wanted to double check in case we were using that as the low row, mate, or the lat. But I was hoping you said lat, so that is good, and it actually works out really well, mate. So very happy with it. Honestly, Lou, your preacher, mate, is bang on. Control's great. I love a curl like this. So as long as, mate, tricep stays pinned into that pad, and think about that, right? Just really think about contracting. Like, your form is great, mate. Nothing needs to change in terms of the control, everything there, like, that's absolutely bang on. Just make sure we're right the way into that full stretch every time. And then at the end, see where it's just tempting to just finish the rep and let it come back down. Contract hard at the very top, right? Even on that last one. Dips, mate, honestly are perfect. Control's great. Full stretch, depth, and then we're driving through nice and loose. So honestly, mate, I'm buzzing with those. The same thing with the press, mate. With that flat press, though, it's so easy, mate, to let your shoulders come forward and drift forward. And you're not doing that, like, at all, which is phenomenal, first of all. Right, boys, so as you can see there, office work is done. But it's still not done with the boys. We've got a few bits to get back to. So that is now 10 to 9. That's everything cleared off, everyone ready to roll. That was just some form analysis for Lou. So let's get this ready for the morning, because I'm all out of perform. That is a pretty jam-packed day, boys, and Wednesday is always the big shop. So that's where we've been. That's why I didn't film for a couple of hours, because we were out. So I have gone for it, boys. I put my order in at the start of the month, but I don't know why I'm so low on protein, to be honest. I'm usually got more than I even need at one time. That's why I rotate through so much, but clearly can't open it. But yeah, Perform now do, if you want to like mix up the flavours, they now do 450 gram tubs, so this will be perfect until the start of the month. So that is going to be strawberry cream flavour. Glorious, mate. So that will do me until the big one, and then we'll stop. So as always, Luke25. If you are watching this video when I have just uploaded it on the Thursday, right? And this is big. Perform, I've got a lot of offers. So my code, which I will leave the link with that code on it in the description. That link in the description is 30% off your order, and you get the free whey sachets as well. So if you want some whey sachets for free and 30% off whatever you need, that is an unreal time to order. So it is, the code is already on there, the link. So hit that link, check the description, I'll put everything down there. If anything changes by the time I record this to put it on, I'll put it down there. But that is fire. That is an unreal time to order, so get on that. But that is the day. I'm going to watch second half of the Reds, get a shower, and I'll catch you in the morning. Yo. Good afternoon, boys. Just got done with a very productive leg session. The day after the day in the life. So it is the day after the day before. And like I said, really, really good. And I just put on my story then, right? I'm going to leave you with this. The 5 things I see the most. If you're leaving the gym, right, and you're feeling unproductive, I just bang that on my story there. So make sure you give me a follow for these gems when they're just on my mind, right? Avoid these 5 things that I see the most.
Number one, scrolling every single second you aren't in a set. It's going to take you out of the zone. Your session will suffer. Talking for 10 minutes in between your set. It's going to take you out of your zone. This session is going to suffer. Talk before, talk after. If you've got someone who you train with who you can talk and vibe with but you're still cracking on, great, do it. But don't let somebody take you out of the zone and take you out of that session. Something I've been doing a lot less of both. I've literally not been talking. I've not been going on my phone. I've been fucking locking in and putting every single ounce of energy into that. And my sessions have been fantastic, right? Talk before, talk after. If you want that gym as your social time, talk before, talk after. For me, I'm happy with my social time to be outside of the gym. That session is my time, right? Unless I'm training with a client or training with somebody. Number 3, training with no plan. Your session's just going to be a 5 out of 10 of what it could be, right? It really, really is. No control of your movements. It's going to suffer. No plan, no control. You ain't going to enjoy them. You ain't going to continue doing that, right? And then cramming in a bunch of junk volume because you've been messing around that much. You're like, oh my God, I need leave in 20 minutes. Boom, 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 just flying through everything and then leave. Avoid them 5. Get some structure in place. Get some control in place. Lock in. That is what you need and you can start flying. So I'll cover those. We might make a separate vid for the Tuesday vid on exactly that. But apologies if yesterday was a little bit boring, boys. That was like just a average day of what we're doing day to day. Today will be a lot longer one. Instead of, for example, like food shopping today, we've got the team call at 5:30. We've then got other calls after that. So this is a day where it will be pretty much the same as yesterday, but I am in the office for another 2-3 hours, right? So it's long old days, but right now, with the period I am in my life, these long days count, right? These long days are where the magic happens. So as long as the long days are productive, I can handle that right now, and we can push with that. And that is exactly what I'm doing, because we do not half-arse anything we do. And that is why, if you want results and you want to have those standards, that is why you join the team, because we make sure you get that, right? That is the guarantee from us. So I'm going to get back, I'm going to get some steps done, and I'm going to get straight back to work and get this video out. So appreciate you watching. Like I said before, the links are down below, boys. The Perform Black Friday is going to be absolutely fire. That is going to save 30% off, plus the waist sachets today if you are watching this today. If it's not today, double check on the site what they have live. That'll be fire for the rest of the week. And then our Black Friday, Coaching Coliseum. Secure your place for Jan. Get cracking. If you want them results, you know where to be at on the squad. Cody's up tomorrow. We're going to film more stuff, exercise library, a few other bits. So continue to level up the service. For all the boys, we're on a mission. I appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.